There's a game that I'm kind of curious about that has its own like controversies. Like it's banned on Steam and Epic. And it's still available on GOG, I think. No comma please. What do you mean? What do you mean no comma please? What are we talking about? So it's called Horses. And the story is this is a small indie game. Oh, the Andy Pants one? No. It's a small indie game. Originally got banned by Steam and then got banned by Epic Store. Apparently, while they were still in development, they got notes from Steam saying like, hey, change this part. It might not be suitable for our store or whatever. And then they didn't, so they maybe should have seen it coming. But it seems like they're very like, no, this is a part of the art. I don't even know what this game is. So there's the announcement trailer for 2 years ago and then launch trailer 13 days ago. And it might bankrupt their studio with the fact that they're not on Steam or Epic anymore. So I don't know what's going on. I like the title. I'll probably play it or get LW to play it for me while my arms are not doing video games. Is it banned from Twitch? No. And what's under dispute is literally just like one scene, basically. So I'll read into it. I just want to watch the trailers first. Would you like to see my horses? Is that impact font? Okay, there's naked people. Oh, live action. Ah, soap on the tongue. Well, I hope that whatever paper they're eating, that whoever handed it to them didn't take too small a slice. I feel some sense of obligation to play this, but let's see what the hell... Launch trailer. Let's see what's going on here. I'm stable. Sorry, what are all these other things I've never... What are... Okay. I don't know if this qualifies as horse furries, but sure. These are pony play enthusiasts at the very least, or I don't know what the context is in the game. I don't know why these people have these on. Okay, well, they're censoring the nudity here, so I guess Olivia censored the nudity from the previous trailer or something. Thank you. Like, do the same level of censoring. Looks kind of bad? Yeah. But it could be good. You never know. Branding, yeah. There's nothing jumping out at me, making me go like, oh, wow, very creative, like, great edit or anything like that. I'm just kind of like, I don't know. It's a fucking banned horses game. What? What? I wasn't expecting. Oh, is he jorking it? Is he jorking it? Oh no. Okay, so I think that answers that question. I don't know. This is so weird. This is so weird. Oh my god. I don't know what he was doing. But not here. No, you gotta remove that one. Banned from Steam, also banned from Epic. But Humble Bundle, maybe. And then what? I don't know what this logo is. GOG's got it. So it's banned. I'll find the original article. Oh, you're just doing the... Okay, yeah, sure. Might as well. Let's get it from their website. We'll read it from the horse's website. Straight from the horse's mouth. What happened? Back in June 2023, just days to our prior to our scheduled announcement, we were informed that Horses will not ship on Steam. We were not given specific details about the content in question. For 2 years, we asked for Oh. Were they not? Didn't Valve contradict this? Hold on. Valve statement, Horses ban. This is why if I'm going to have to just look up other shit. Okay, yeah. All right, so this one includes Valve's response. Valve told Santa Ragione, which is, I guess, the studio, its game featured child exploitation. The studio says otherwise. Reached for comment, Valve replied that its content review team extensively discussed in 2023 whether to consider its refusal to list Horses for sale on Steam, but ultimately held its decision. Valve's full statement reads, "We reviewed the game back in 2023. At the time, the developer indicated with their release date in Steamworks that they planned to release a few months later. Based on content in the store page, we told the developer we would need to review the build itself. This happens sometimes if content on the store page causes concern that the game itself might not fall within our guidelines. After our team played through the build and reviewed the content, we gave the developer feedback about why we couldn't ship the game on Steam, consistent with our onboarding rules and guidelines. A short while later, the developer asked us to reconsider the review, and our internal content team discussed that extensively and communicated with the developer our final decision that we are not going to ship the game on Steam. While Valve's statement doesn't provide much additional detail about the decision-making, it explains why Santa Ragione was asked to provide a playable build for Horses before its store listing could be approved, which isn't typically required of developers until closer to their application's launch. So yeah, I guess there's like a dispute as to like how specific or extensive your eyes are small. Yeah, well, good thing I was fucking reading it out loud. Sorry. There's a dispute as to whether or not Valve was specific about why they were banning it. Yeah, sorry. No, it's okay. No, it's a good thing you told me to do that, even though I freaked out at you. It's good. It's fine. I'm okay. You're okay. We're okay. I'm sorry. So they're claiming that they asked for clarifications, but were just directed to Steam's general guidelines. Mm-hmm. Our build had already been approved for release with Epic, but then 24 hours before release, they also bailed. No specific indication of problematic content was given. Broad and demonstrably incorrect games that it violated their content guidelines. Our appeal was denied 12 hours later without further explanation. Our extensive FAQ below for more detail. So they say they were not told. Did they update this? Because yeah, they've been. So okay, this is apparently the quote from Valve to them. After a review, we will not be able to ship your game Horses on Steam. While we strive to ship most titles submitted to us, we found that this title features themes, imagery, or descriptions that we won't distribute, regardless of developers' intentions with their product. We will not distribute content that appears, in our judgment, to depict sexual content involving a minor. While every product submitted is unique, if your product features this representation, even in a subtle way that could be defined as a gray area, it will be rejected by Steam. For instance, setting your game in a high school but declaring your characters are of legal age would fall into that category and be banned. This app has been banned and cannot be reused. Resubmissions of this app, even with modifications, will not be accepted. Ah, that sucks. We believe this explanation was deliberately vague and unfounded. There are no scenes or characters in the game that fall within that gray area, and we were refused any detailed review or guidance on what to change or review or remove. The studio suspects the ban may have been provoked by what it says was an incomplete scene from the game's sixth day when a ranch is visited by a man and his daughter. The daughter wants to ride one of the horses. In the game, the horses are humans wearing a horse mask and gets to pick which one. Santa Ragione says in its fact, what followed was an interactive dialogue sequence where the player is leading by a lead as if they were a horse, a naked adult woman with a young girl on her shoulders. Santa Ragione maintains that despite its fraught imagery, the unfinished scene, which has since been changed, was not sexual in any way. The studio co-founder and director told PC Gamers that Steam's refusal to ship the game was completely 100% unexpected. We never considered the possibility of being banned without an opportunity to appeal and resubmit. Valve continually directed the studio to... Oh, the guidelines that Valve directed the studio to don't mention the inability to resubmit or appeal after game review decisions. So if it's been changed since that build, I guess we'll never really know what that is. A child, young girl or whatever, riding on top of a woman riding on top of a person in a horse mask that's naked. I can understand why Valve wouldn't want it. I can understand why Epic wouldn't want it, especially after Valve bans it. But it's very much a gray area in the sense that, like, you know, I'm not going to be campaigning against GOG for, like, hosting it. I don't think it's exploitation of minors. I don't know. I don't think, because, like, no minors are harmed, and I don't know. I think if this trailer didn't include, like, somebody and that too. I think if the trailer didn't have people like, because that's what's happening, right? Then I would be, like, a bit more forgiving on this. If it was more... Like, that's clearly what's There's clearly some weird sexual shit happening in this game. Otherwise, if it was just, like, the nudity in of itself and that's it, then there's, like, no reason to be... You know, I don't think nudity is inherently sexual if it's just, like, weird shit. Like, I don't know, fucking nudists exist. Are they not allowed to raise children? I don't know. Are my wrists okay to be using a keyboard and mouse? Well, my bad arm is resting like this on my desk. My not so bad arm is using a left-handed mouse. So I'm doing all right now. And my arms are getting better, but I've got one more injection in mid-January. I get it. And I understand, like, with art, I'll believe Santa Ragione when they say it's not sexual in any way. Like, sure, in that scene, for sure. I can believe that. That would be weird if they were trying to do something sexual with that. But I think you can't blame people for like not understanding that. You can't blame people for being like, wait, this is like a fetishy game. Why is there a child being involved in any scene in this, right? I think they should have been more careful. Like, it's supposed to be like weird and quirky or whatever, I guess. Like, wow. After seeing the trailer, like, I don't know how bad I do want to play it. Is it like interesting? I think I feel like I'm obligated to play it. But yeah, I can't be outraged in one way or the other about this. Huh? All right, so here's a section on their website. How old are the characters and horses? All characters in the game are clearly older than 20 years old, as communicated by their appearance through dialogue and documents that you will encounter in the game. We think the ban may have been triggered during the initial Steam submission by an incomplete scene on day 6 in which a man and his young daughter visit the farm. The daughter wants to ride on one of the horses in the game, and horses are humans wearing masks. Gets to pick which one. What followed was an interactive dialogue sequence where the player is leading by a lead as if they were a horse, a naked adult woman with a young girl on her shoulder. Well, what do you mean young girl if they're all over 20? That's like you're contradicting yourself. All characters and then young girl? Like, what do you mean? Is that not a character? The scene with a child is not in the current build. No, yeah, I get that. I feel like, oh yeah, if it was a movie, it wouldn't be an uproar at all because who cares? No, I get what you like. I agree. It's a gray area, and you can argue in either direction. I don't think that it's black and white. I would expect Steam to be overly sensitive about that type of content when there's a bunch of like fucking if it were a movie, people would complain. I guess it depends. I guess it depends on what it is, or like what the context of the scene, or like what the process of filming it was. Because you can cheat that. You can cheat it so that it's not actually happening in a movie. No, I know there's porn on Steam, but they have to be careful to like not include children, which is understandable. The scene is not sexual in any way, but it is possible that the juxtaposition is what triggered the flag. We have since changed the character in the scene to be a 20-something woman. Okay, so that's what they mean when they say all characters in the game are older than 20. So we've changed the character so that, okay, they're not contradicting themselves, both to avoid the juxtaposition and more importantly because the dialogue delivered in that scene, which deals with the societal structure in the world of forces, works much better when delivered by an older character. Well, that sucks that they can't fucking appeal that. The game is not pornographic. While it does contain some sexual elements, the intent is never to arouse. It uses challenging, unconventional material to encourage discussion. It invites players to examine why something feels the way it does, what it says about the characters and systems at work, and where their limits lie. It is about tension, not erotic content. We apologize if we got your hopes up for horse porn. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Damn it. Yeah, no, I'm like, I feel bad for them because the content that might have gotten them banned isn't even in the game. So yeah, my assumption before of like, oh yeah, they didn't even change it sort of thing, and then they should have expected it, might not be the case. Right? It seems like whatever caused the ban in the first place is not even in the game. So it sucks they're not able to appeal that. So yeah, I wonder why they got banned from Epic Games Store then. This is actually more confusing because if the initial submission to Steam caused that, then it's like, okay, that's a big oof, but you understand why it happened. Yeah, if that never even happened with Epic Games. Oh, but also they're owned by China. So inappropriate content, just vague, inappropriate content. Frequent depictions of sexual behavior. Promotes abuse and animal abuse. They say the game does not contain explicit or frequent depictions of sexual behavior. All nudity in the game is completely censored via pixelation. Never any visible act involving genitalia, and all animations are stylized and unrealistic. Okay. Additionally, in the 3 hours of gameplay contained in the game, there are only 4 brief and censored sexual sequences, with 2 of them happening mainly off camera. And finally, we explain that the content presented does not in any way promote abuse, including animal abuse. The game is a strong critique of violence and abuse in general. Oh wow, they received a real rating 5 weeks before that point. So Epic Games fucked them over way more than Steam did. Steam was the initial incident for sure, but Epic Games Store doesn't have much of it. Like if they already approved it and gave it like it's like a short game. If they already approved it, I wonder if they're going to be more successful on GOG because of the press. Because it's not like, I mean, there's not that much. There's more people talking about the game, but how many sales do you think happen on Steam from people? Like you can get sales on Steam without press. Like someone just searches the word horse because they think it's funny, and it's like, oh, this is on sale. Like Steam is a massive platform. I'm not convinced that they are profiting from the press here. I'm not convinced of that. I think most sales from Steam are going to be people that already have Steam and not people that are like, oh, what's this game? Let me go find it somewhere and then open up Steam. Like it's because they're already on Steam. Like the storefront is just massive. It's ubiquitous. Like everybody uses it. Well, shit. It's not banned on Twitch though, so maybe I'll play it. How much is it on GOG? Horses on GOG. It's only $7 Canadian. DRM free. All right. People seem to enjoy it. So it's got 48 pages of reviews on GOG. 311 reviews. So how many reviews does something like, what else is on GOG that would be a good comparison? Like, damn, what else is even on, what should I search here? What's on GOG that's like popular? Witcher. It's on GOG. The Witcher 3 Red Kit. What is the Witcher 3 Red Kit? What about like a medium-sized indie game? Okay, so Witcher 3 Wild Hunt has 1,600 reviews. So it's like 14%, which is pretty good for like The Witcher 3 is like a crazy big game. Inside? GOG is owned by the Witcher people? Oh. I don't think it doesn't even look like Inside is on this. Walking Dead Season 2 has 26 reviews. Okay, so I mean, like, yeah, for GOG, it looks like Horses is getting some traction there. So we'll see. Maybe it will be more money this way. GOG has Cyberpunk. There's CP on GOG?
Before I read the Patreon credits, I'm going to ask that you like, comment, and subscribe to help us in the algorithm. Anyway, it's January 2026, and here are my $5 and up patrons. Dizzy Sauce Rumsfeld and Letterbox, Jordan A, Toby White, Blank, Anchor Wolf, Ark Helix, Clarice Carlson, Seabreeze, D the Rabbit, Electrica so bad at games that he used a broken control stick to beat Sans Undertale, Emil, Gabriel Herrera, Gezro, Happy the Knife, Lemonade Warriors participating in the hit game Among Us and is considered the encroacher, Lobsterite, Modern Nerd, Nurik Bin, Oh Here She Comes, Osmond, Residual Cheese, Roxy's Inside Your Walls. You can lure her out with information on when the second season of the TED TV series is releasing. Saliv88, Skanot On, Tammy, The Flying Marlin, The Super One Player, T King, www.openclassactions.com, yep, and Zachary Kane. Thank you as usual, and have a happy new year.